All right, welcome back to the channel. Claressa Sheilds, the Gwoat, greatest woman of all time, T-Rex. I like to think of her as the real deal because she's a real honest person, man, straightforward. Love Claressa Sheilds. The more I pay attention to her, the more I like her. It wasn't I didn't fall in love early, but I gotta admit, the more I watched her and the way that she carries herself outside of the ring, the bigger fan that I became of her. And she also apparently has another fan who might very well be considered to be the greatest woman of all time, a female fighter of all time, a legit serious argument for it in Wolfe. Wolfe supports Claressa Sheilds and the statement she just released. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back. Yes, Claressa Sheilds is one of the best female fighters in the world right now. Might be one of the best, if not the best fighter, women's fighter of all time, professional women's fighter of all time. She has she's won titles at 168 pounds. And I do believe that she unified at 160 pounds, undisputed at 160 pounds, and she's currently a champion at 154 pounds. Now that movement, she actually did it a little different. Well, actually completely opposite of most times people have multiple divisions, in that she moved down in weight. She did not move up in weight, and she moved down in weight because a lot of the best competition, or the best competition in women's boxing, is around the 147 pound division with another great fighter named Cecilia Brækhus, and that's why she was moving down. But it appears as if Cecilia Brækhus is more interested in a fight in a lower weight class, an even lower weight class, 135 pounds, against Katie Taylor, an undisputed champion out of the UK. And those two are talking about having a fight at 140 pounds. They are currently in, I think, what Cecilia Brækhus referred to as a tournament. I do believe that is an informal tournament. And that once she fights, I think she might be fighting Jessica McCaskill next, something like that. I think maybe it's Jessica McCaskill, but she's fighting somebody that she believes she doesn't need to sleep on. And she considered it a be part of a tournament that would lead into a fight with Katie Taylor. So it just doesn't seem like, Cecilia Brækhus is really, looking for a fight with Claressa Sheilds. Now, in the midst of that, Claressa Sheilds, and I do believe it's fair to say that she's chasing Cecilia Brækhus and trying to get that fight. There's no reason to believe that Claressa Sheilds is playing about trying to fight Cecilia Brækhus. But in the midst of this, Cecilia Brækhus posted a photo, and it was next to Laila Ali, and said, "The real Gwoat." And so that's clearly a slap in the face to Claressa Sheilds, and it's a slap in the face by both Claressa Sheilds and Laila Ali, because they're both in the picture, unless Laila Ali didn't know anything about it. However, after that, there became a lot of conversation and a lot of back and forth between Laila Ali, who was the daughter of Muhammad Ali, and one of the most significant if not the most significant female fighter in boxing history. And I say most significant, not necessarily the best, because I do believe that that's Wolfe. If it's not Wolfe, it's Cecilia Brækhus. If it's not Cecilia Brækhus, it would be, in my book, it could be either Lucia Riker or Claressa Sheilds. But those are the level of really high level skilled female fighters that I'm talking about. I never thought that Laila Ali was that level of fighter. I don't believe that she was as skilled in her craft, or maybe she might have been as skilled as Wolfe, but she wasn't nearly as talented as Wolfe, because Wolfe is one of those very rare women that literally can turn your light switch off. You know what I mean? She's a seriously big hitter, man, at 168 pounds, Wolfe. But Laila Ali, the reason I say Laila Ali is so significant is because of the name associated with her and her run in boxing. Her run in boxing I think is, as far as like the notoriety that it received, probably the money that she received, the interest from mainstream fans that she attracted. I don't think that there's anybody that has equaled what Layla Ali did when Layla Ali was fighting. So, and that's largely to do with the fact that she's Muhammad Ali, and that, like, for me, when I watched Layla Ali fight, it was almost a treat, because it was like, wow, there's an Ali in the ring, and I never thought that I would ever get to see that again, right? That there was Muhammad Ali left, and that was a wrap. But for that little bit of time that Layla Ali was there was another Ali. She kind of looked like Ali. She moved a little bit like Ali. She clearly, like her father, she clearly got a good amount of talent from him, because Layla Ali is a talented athlete. She has some hands. But I just think that's why I say I think she's the most significant of the female champions. Now, Ann Wolfe, in support of Layla Ali, because people gave, and I'm one of them, I didn't give Claressa Shields a lot of heat for calling her the Gwoat, calling herself the greatest woman of all time. I just gave a lot of heat to her fans for trying to shove that concept down my throat. Now, I have a problem with it because I've been a fan of women's boxing for a long time. Now, women's boxing is very intermittent, right? It has peaks and valleys. The big peak was with Layla Ali, but now this new peak in women boxing in America is behind Claressa Shields. And Claressa Shields is headlining cards on Showtime. She does good ratings on Showtime. 200, 300, 400,000. I think it more is like 200, 300,000 people watching her on Showtime. She's actually, she's headlining the cards. That's a big thing for women's boxing, man, because you can see, because girls who are in the gym, and there's a lot of young girls that are in the gym, they can look at Layla Ali and be like, man, I can headline a card. I can go to the Olympics. Now, Layla Ali Claressa Shields is also very significant because she came along at the right time, because I think women's boxing got introduced into the Olympics again. It was in the Olympics, early in the Olympics, but in modern Olympics, it got reintroduced in 2008 when she became a two-time Olympic gold medal in women's boxing when it got reintroduced. But watching her win Olympic gold medals, watching her headline cards on Showtime has got to be encouraging to young female boxers. So I think that, in many ways, man, I'm very, 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 very supportive and very proud of what Claressa Shields is accomplishing in women's boxing. But I was not going to just push the idea that she's the greatest woman of all time when you can look at Cecilia Brækhus and see the ridiculous resume that Cecilia Brækhus has. Now, Ann Wolfe's take on the subject was that, look, I don't have a problem. She said, as a pioneer in boxing, I don't have any problem with Claressa Shields saying whatever it is Claressa Shields want to say. If she wants to say she's the GOAT, she's the GOAT. She can say she's the GOAT. She's selling tickets. She's putting butts in the seats. She's taking care of her business. That's what she's supposed to do. So that was to see Ann Wolfe back Claressa Shields, while Claressa Shields is having beef with two other of the great legends in the sport, in the sport of boxing, because I think Cecilia Brækhus should be a legend in the sport of boxing, period, for what she's done in women's boxing. Layla Ali, same thing, and I believe that Layla Ali, that's the other thing about it. So anyway, she says that. I 100% agree with her. Hey, she wants to call her that from a marketing standpoint. If she wants to believe that herself, I believe 100%, man, go Claressa Shields, you do your thing. Now, as far as what actually happens with Claressa Shields, man, I really do hope that the Layla Ali fight actually happens. Would love it, because I think that again would be something. Now, first of all, I think Layla Ali is serious. Claressa Shields says Layla Ali's just clout chasing, she's just talking. I don't believe that. I do believe that Layla Ali will get in there and fight. Her. I believe, in listening to her voice, I believe it. But what she's saying is look, I'm a million, because she's paid. That's a wealthy woman. She ain't starving. First of all, she made a ton of money in boxing. And then after she got out of boxing, she took advantage of her notoriety and has been doing public speaking. She's been in commercials. You see her in all kind of different stuff. If she's going to get in there and fight, it's going to have to be for enough money to convince her that it's worth her time. But if it's worth her time, if that money's there, I believe that she'll do it. And if that money could get there, I think that would be absolutely great for women's boxing, man. And it could really be the boost that Claressa Sheilds needs to really anoint herself, and have people really consider her to be the greatest woman of all time. Even if people would say, some people like myself would say that Laila Ali was 42 years old, but those optics work for people sometimes, and I think it would be good for boxing. So anyway, man, I always appreciate hearing Ann Wolfe talk about boxing, even though it seems like she's not tremendously active in it right now. And I am, definitely a convert to Claressa Sheilds, though I'm still a big fan of Cecilia Brækhus. I even like Katie Taylor, even though I thought I lost that last fight. But all of it's good for women's boxing. And if it's good for women's boxing, it's good for boxing. And if it's good for boxing, I'm down with it. So it is what it is. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.